Hello, everybody out there in YouTube land, and welcome to DC Fans United. Today, I am going to be taking a look at the second part of DC New Talent Showcase from 2017. But first off, I have a quick shout out for my friends over at OutrightGeekery.com. It's a great geek website, and I have a link for them in the description box. So there are 7 different short stories in this book, and I will be doing a series of videos to cover all the material in it. This is part 2 in the series, and if you haven't seen part 1, be sure to check it out, and I'll have a link for that in the description box. So this second part is a story called To the Hilt, and it focuses on the character Katana. It is written by Aaron Calypsi and has art by Lynn Yoshi and colors by Beth Sotelo. Alright, so starting off on the first page, we have this full page splash page of Katana, and as you can see, she's very wounded and bleeding heavily. We see Katana jumps down and she confronts this villain here who is named King Snake, and he is quite the villain himself. He is the father of the supervillain Bane, actually. So he has taken the Soul Taker from her. And then we get this flashback, and we see the Suicide Squad was there on a mission, and you can see her fighting King Snake and slashes him. So there's these tanks of venom, you know, the kind like Bane uses. Anyways, the squad's there to destroy it, and Rick Flag puts charges on it, and unfortunately when he blows it up, Katana was hit by King Snake, and she's within the blast radius. So while she's laying there on the ground, as you see in these panels, King Snake comes up and takes her sword, and Rick Flag starts shooting at him, so he runs off, and then we see the squad is escaping, and they get to the helicopter, and I like how they draw Deadshot. I think the art throughout this is pretty good. And so they run and they get to the helicopter, and they've got Katana there with an IV and everything. She's really injured, but she hears that they left her sword behind. So she sits up and she says, "No, I won't leave him." And Rick Flag says, "Katana, you're about to bleed out. What the hell are you doing?" And she says, "Should still be over the hatch we first entered, right?" And he says, "Probably, so what?" And then she goes and jumps out of the helicopter. And then we jump back to the present, and we see her facing off against King Snake, and it looks like he's going to kill her. But her husband, whose soul is trapped within the sword is being held by King Snake, so her husband, who's within the sword, is able to read him, and he gives her the inside scoop on his fighting technique and stuff. So when he goes in to kill her, she knows what to do and kicks him, knocks him down, and she takes the sword back. And she says she should kill him, but she doesn't want his soul to be trapped within the sword. So she leaves. Then we see this final page where she's there in the hospital, and Amanda Waller comes in, and she's going to chew her out, but she overhears Katana talking to her sword, but, you know, her husband within the sword. And Waller kind of picks up the sword, and it looks like maybe she's going to take it away, but then she gives it to Katana. She says, "Whatever gets you through your mission, soldier." And then it ends. So I thought that was a pretty good comic. I liked it a lot, and, you know, Katana isn't a character who gets much time as a solo character. She's usually in team-ups. Alright, that's all for now, and we'll be covering parts 3 through 7 in the next videos. That's all for now, and as always, if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe.
End of line.